Yes, people, Mother Earth is crying. Too much pollution. And the leaders of the world are watching. Let's come together to save Mother Earth. Stop the desert encroachment. Mono says so. People have come together to save our land, save our land.
The pollution is the contamination intensive of water or air produced by the waste of elements biological or industrial. This pollution causes in the world instability, disorder, harm, or discomfort to an ecosystem. The pollution history is important now. The first trace of contamination in the world began in England with the arrival of the Industrial Revolution in the century 18. This revolution was the that started with the problem of pollution in the environment, as appear big factories with products as fuel and other inorganic elements and chemicals that affect the environment. Then, the construction of factories began by worldwide, and the contamination increased across of the years damaged the earth of the earth. Besides, with the years, the responsible human and some factories began to throw trash and waste in the rivers, lakes, etc. In 1885, with the creation of the car and other vehicles of transport which were created with engines of combustion internal with gasoline, these elements affect the air of the planet, also damage the health of the people. Since the creation of the car until today, the engines of the cars are more harmful by the environment and the health of the people. With the years were created to bus, trucks, and other bigger vehicles and small too. In 1890 began the first airplanes with engine, which increased the damage to the environment and also increased the rate of pollution in the air. Growing evidence of the global pollution and the increasingly informed public over time have given rise to environmentalists and environmental movement, which generally seek to halt the human impact on the pollution of the environment. I'm going to talk about forms of the pollution. The major forms of pollution with the particular contaminant relevant are air pollution, the release of chemicals and particles into the atmosphere. Common gaseous pollutants include carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides produced by industry and motor vehicles. Photochemicals, some and smoke are created as neutron, oxygen, and hydrocarbons react to sunlight. Littering, the criminal throwing of inappropriate man-made objects onto public and private properties. Water pollution, by the discharge of wasted water from commercial and industrial waste into surface waters. Discharge of untreated domestic waste and chemical contaminants such as chlorine and waste disposal and leaching into groundwater and littering. The contamination can be the result of a natural disaster. For example, hurricanes often involve sewage pollution and petrochemical spills, broken boats, or automobiles. Some sources of pollution, such as nuclear power plants or oil, can produce with the spread and potentially hazardous relax when accident occurs. In conclusion, today the pollution are being monitored by a team of people 15 for the recovery of natural resources for to protect the environment from the adverse effects of pollution. Also, exist many nations worldwide that have enacted legislation to regulate various types of population as well as to mitigate the adverse effects of pollution. Thank you.
Save our land, save our land. Ah, save our land, save our land.